It's Quorators for another week. We're back. We're live on Quora. I'm your host, Alex, and Jeremy, and this is Jeremy, and I'm Alex.
How's it going? The cat is like rubbing the knobs on the mixer.
He's really worked up right now. He's a real firecracker.
He's producing the podcast like no one ever has.
I need him to develop some goddamn professional accountability. And it's something that I've been waiting for my entire life. But I'll simply have to just move on today. We have a very special guest. All the way from Ha-Ha Town, Brooklyn. She's determined to be mauled by this cat before the episode ends. We have Carmen Lagala.
Hi. Look at Waffles.
Look at him go. I think he's somewhat on camera, maybe.
Hi.
He'll show up later.
Oh, no. It's
All
just
you
gonna
need to
be
know
a
is,
shot
like-
of me just leaning into nothing.
Just out of sight, there's a very dangerous large animal writhing in a circle. Oh, my God. The thing is,
I want to touch his belly so badly, but I feel like that's the danger zone.
he has a catnip pepper, as we were discussing before the thing started, and it really gets him acting out.
Wow.
And that's what we're
doesn't-
experiencing now.
Nothing for my cat. Weird how it, just like drugs. and
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Your
Your cat's
ADHD.
catnip tolerance is through the goddamn roof, I think is
Huge.
what's happening. Also, today is 420.
It is 420. That's
Oh my
true.
God.
I didn't plan into that at all with the playlist.
That's fine. It's not going to come out on 420.
But it's not going to be 420 when we do it. And this is how the sausage gets made, people. Carmen almost loses a hand again. Okay, so Carmen, you don't really know much about Quora, do you?
Not a ton. I just have Googled questions before, and sometimes Cora's like, we got something for you.
There's your
and
first
they
mistake.
never do.
Yeah.
There's your first mistake. They
Yeah.
know about about marital issues. They know about raising children. There's specific.
Is that what you're Googling? How to raise children?
How do I raise these kids?
I
They're
know
dead
how to
now. That's-
raise
I don't
my
think it
kids.
Didn't work.
That I feel like that should be Facebook's tagline: "Is I know how to raise my kids." My capitalized. That's I think the sentence I see the most on there.
Yeah, the spelling errors are incredible. Beautiful.
They're really something. So I'm excited to show you Quora because it's
Sure.
kind of hard to describe, but it really is Facebook Reddit. I think is the best you can come to doing it.
Sure.
At-
Reddit for Facebookers.
Yeah, it's like Facebook, but you can win gold.
Oh, they have
Can
a
you-
little point system.
Can you?
I think there's Quora Gold. I'm
That's
pretty sure. Yo, click on it.
What do you want me to click?
Yo, click on Quora real quick.
I don't think there
This
is
is a
Quora
Quora
Gold.
specialist podcast, and you're like, is there?
I don't think
Are there
there
points?
is.
I don't think so either. I
We
think
have
it's just
stated
weird
on the record
questions.
we learn less about we know less about it every week than we did the week before.
That's true.
Like I kind of thought I got it when we started, but
I can send you a list of bridesmaids that absolutely stole the show, but I cannot give you Quora Gold.
okay. So if those aren't like famous people, won't that just be like Kelsey,
I'm
Danielle?
sure that's what it is.
That's why I didn't invite Danielle. She's always stealing the show. You are giving me so many viruses right now. Get out of here. So at the end of the show, Carmen, we write a Quora, and then we
Yeah.
see what the world says to us.
People told us.
People answer that quickly.
People
Yeah.
absolutely do, and we got some really good ones.
This makes me. After I go home, I'm gonna write in a Quora.
Oh yeah, please.
You're gonna write in a Quora before you go home because that's how the podcast is.
Oh, that's true. Is it anonymous?
Not ours.
No, it's under my name with a picture of me. I didn't put where I live and my profession on there, although a lot of people do.
We did put Brooklyn, Park Slope.
Yeah, one week we asked
That's so
a very
embarrassing.
telling question about where I live, but that's fine.
People have caught on. Like people think you're a troll.
And I am.
Yeah.
We're doing a podcast.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't genuinely want to know any of these questions.
I kind of do.
Okay, including last week's question. Jeremy?
Is it illegal to cheat on your spouse? I'm afraid of going to jail. Now, the answer obviously is no, it is not.
It is, as a lawyer, no.
We got 5 answers. I don't think any of them say no.
I am afraid of going to jail. Well, what we were thinking is that we would type this and then people would yell at us for cheating. And I wonder if that happened.
No. So what's very funny, this answer is so funny to me. The question was, is it illegal to cheat on your spouse? I'm afraid of going to jail. And this one guy, Joseph Nightshade, says, there are some laws that may apply in certain circumstances. For example, sleeping with a minor, consensual or not. Rape, mental illness, etc. You really should be afraid.
I don't. None of those have come up in my life.
You're like, I cheated on my wife. Is that a problem? And this guy was like, if you had sex with a child, if you murdered someone.
This is the fun thing about Quora too, is under his little profile name, it goes former Canadian Army. So you know exactly where he's coming from with this.
Yep.
Yeah.
From his deployment. He had to dodge statutory rape charges. Okay.
So yeah, that's that guy's deal.
Get him out of
Nightshade.
here.
What a good last name.
Yeah,
though.
I kind of
not
want to
a real
his
one.
profile.
Yeah, it's good in the way where it doesn't have to be real,
Yeah.
per se.
He pretty much only answers questions about relationship problems, it seems.
Oh,
Okay.
you can see all their. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can click on their profile and just see their answers.
And we can see like way too much. Like this guy, he's a former combat engineer. He studied. He's got a Bachelor of Arts in from the University of Maryland. He
That's
lives
a
in
great
Canada.
university.
Like we know too much about this guy.
He was the military's relationship expert. Now he's taking that knowledge online.
Yeah, yeah.
He's deploying it for the people,
They'd bring
like
us
the
in.
National Guard.
He's like Bob Ross, where like he's just sick of yelling and he just wants to get to his softer side.
What you need to know is that if they are underage, you cannot sleep with them. That is, in fact, a crime.
He didn't mention animals though, notably.
That's true.
Wow. Loophole. Can I
Alex's
cheat on my
question.
spouse
Yeah.
with an animal?
He cheated on his wife with a dog.
Oh,
You can
is
suck
it
off a
cheating?
dog.
Is it cheating if it's an animal?
That's a good question for today.
That's a good
It's
question.
a different question
Right?
and is good still.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of think no, it's not.
I kind of
I'm
think
like,
no.
yeah, I don't know.
It's
Okay.
bad, but for a different reason.
Okay, this is an interesting
Okay.
thing. Oh, wait, this is a scrambled eggs, I believe.
Is
What
this
if you're
one?
like
This
really
one's
close
not.
to the animal? I'm not done.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
So wait, who's
Gotta get
close?
back to the animal
So
fucking for the podcast.
I'm
for the
cheating on
podcast.
my wife, and my wife is close to the animal, and I'm close to the animal.
You're both like it's your
It's like a good friend.
household pet.
A lot
So
of the
the-
times with
Like your
open
household
relationships.
sheep. Let's go with sheep.
Okay.
Something that is
Yeah, if it's,
Not as
consider
bad.
a Banshees of Inisherin situation.
So the spouse is kind of betrayed by both of them. They're like, "How could both of you have done this to me? The sheep and the man."
Not in front of my sheep. And in an open relationship, a lot of times the rule is that if you both are mutual friends, then it doesn't work. So I guess if only one of you is friends with your pet, then yeah, go ahead. It's not a betrayal in that case. And it also still isn't illegal. So legally, you're good.
Oh, good. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, you
definitely
definitely
illegal,
can't have
isn't
sex
it?
with a sheep.
Oh, never
That's-
mind.
I don't
Yeah.
think I think there's bestiality laws.
I guess
Yeah.
I've just literally never thought about it, but yeah, no, there is. There totally is. I'm sorry.
It's just got to be hard to get caught.
Alex, you're so somber now all of a sudden.
No, well, I'm trying to read the question.
Sorry. There's an answer here that says, no, it's not illegal to the point where you go to jail, but you will lose your arse in a contested divorce. And if
Shit.
it gets nasty, sensitive things can come out in the fight. So
Oh
catch
no.
that.
So this is kind of a divorce warning there.
This guy says yes. Most of these words are capitalized. So he says yes, but most of those laws of actually looking you up are not enforced. Until you get a divorce or breakup, then the society/government will $$$ punish the fuck out of you in a divorce/separation. This doesn't mean it's illegal though.
No,
Right.
but it does mean that getting a divorce is very.
Oh, then he says
it might as well be
the
illegal.
woman may have you beat up or murdered. Or you might have to beat
Oh.
someone up or murder them, protecting yourself. So it's not worth it.
The law is such
Wow.
a delicate tapestry.
That's so true.
in terms of when you have to murder.
This is so much like Facebook in that people really just
Yeah.
go off on whatever they want to talk
Yeah,
about.
they have their
Yes.
own things
Yeah.
they bring
Correct.
to the question.
Uh,
This guy says cheating on your spouse, though is not illegal. It is, however, in the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. So under God's law, it is illegal.
Under God's law.
Yeah.
I love this. Every single answer is its own distinct person.
its own text.
If you put all these people in a room together, whew, that'd be a good reality show, huh?
This guy's
yeah.
bio, the guy who said that, his bio on Quora says, part-time asshole, full-time humanitarian.
Did he just not know he wrote that twice? Is that
Oh,
what
and
happened?
then the last question that he answered 17 hours ago, my wife cheated on me with our dog. What should I do?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
And he said, but what about the cat?
Yeah.
Which isn't even...
No.
He's just clowning on this guy who's been cuckolded by a dog. That's your first response from the godly answer guy?
What percentage of these questions is just 10-year-olds who are having the time of their lives?
It's all podcasters
30
and
30 to
10-year-olds.
5. Yeah.
It's just us and the 10-year-olds.
There's a few real people on there, and a lot of them live in India, I think. Okay.
Okay, so real quick, someone
We're
said,
on the dog question
This
still.
is very
Just for
important.
clarity.
This is very important.
Yeah, if we could
Someone
get
said, assuming your claim is true, try talking to your wife, and then gives a very long answer about how you should like try to work this out. And the person's name is Foxy Dog Lover.
Meow.
It's clearly like the wife. Yeah.
That is actually who would have the most experience in answering the dog cuckold.
She may be genuinely attracted to dogs.
And that's okay.
He's
and
a
find
good
counseling.
dog and knows nothing about human marriage.
First of all, don't be mad at the dog. It is not the dog's fault.
He's a good boy.
He just did what he wanted.
I'm trying to see if there's any other. Not really.
Now that's it for that one.
Okay.
Good. I'm done with it.
All right. Well, that's that question. Thanks for answering it.
Thank you for answering it. And if you must answer our questions, be sure to use the word scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs means you are not genuinely on the website and are in fact a podcast listener.
Yeah.
That's an important detail. Okay. I got a whole playlist of issues that pertain to you and your expertise.
Great.
So we're going to get right into those with our first segment. And that is, of course,
Oh,
Quora
shit. This is my job.
MD. Yeah.
We're all doctors here.
Welcome to Quora MD, the segment where we answer medical questions on Quora, and we want to know about stuff at the hospital and when you're sick and stuff.
Cool.
You like that? This is a really good one. This is from listener Michael Hutz, I think. I'm unclear with when you want me to read your name, by the way, because some people don't include it and then get mad when I read the name on their email, so there's no winning. I think I'm just going to stop saying them.
Yeah. This one was sent in by Michael Hutz. If you work with him, this is what he wants to know.
This is his legal name.
When women give birth, why don't they have a natural instinct to clean their babies with their mouths? It's a question we've all asked.
First of all, I don't know if they do or do not, as I have never given birth.
Sure.
It's legitimately kind of a good question.
I've seen cats do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
They go right at it. They're like, they stop whatever they're doing between squeezing out cat 3 and 4 and then just like go to town mouth-wise. They go to mouth town.
A lot of them just like eat them. They just go a little bit further. And
Sure,
just, they're
yeah.
just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Why-
You have like 6 of them.
They're
Yeah.
sick fucks. They're in the animal kingdom.
That's true.
I don't know why, though.
Why
The
don't
question is why.
why don't they have a natural instinct to clean their babies with their mouths?
Yeah. So I guess if I had to guess, I'd say like the animals who clean themselves with their mouths do that, and that we
Sure.
don't do that, and that it's literally impossible to clean yourself with your mouth.
Now,
Maybe people did in the past, though.
yeah.
I'm like genuinely.
Sure, maybe. Why not? I could totally clean a whole baby with my mouth. I just can't clean myself.
Because it's not like, is there anything on the baby that you can't ingest? Probably not.
I mean, it was already in there.
Yeah. It's kind of like going
It's like
down.
Sure. Yourself?
Yeah.
it's pretty much going
But there's
down
also
on
a baby there.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Which, yeah, problematic, as we've illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal, and
Covered.
that's why it's wrong. Not to mention it's in the 10 Commandments.
It's like the true like paleo diet. It's like what? That's nothing. There's nothing more natural than eating that.
Yeah, I've actually
Whatever's on your baby.
I switched to a diet of entirely placenta and amniotic sac fluid since my muscles have increased their size by 15%.
If you clean a baby with your tongue, though, is it really clean? Because then it's just got saliva all over it.
Yeah, our mouths are dirtier than dogs' mouths.
That's true.
This is all coming full
Yeah,
circle.
and the dog's a good boy, so you can fuck him.
But you can't be mad at him. The thing is, I think it's a closer analogy than going down on the baby is the drinking your own piss, I think, because it was already in you, and even if you're like not supposed to eat it again, technically you could, and it would be, you would probably wouldn't die.
How long could you survive on like just eating? Like,
That's a great.
amniotic-
So
yeah.
you give birth every day in the desert. You're in a bad situation. Aliens or some kind of advanced technology is involved, impregnating you to fulfillment every single day.
You're in the desert. You have jars of hot amniotic fluid.
Of course they're hot. They're in the desert.
Yeah.
Unless, due to the high variety of climate, you have them in the morning because the desert gets very cold at night.
That's true.
It's one of the most wildly changing biomes on the planet, the desert. We should do more
Nature.
environment questions.
Yeah,
on
why
here.
not?
Yeah, write that down. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. I know you don't know where any of the shit is on my computer. Okay, so let's read the question.
Okay, a lot of answers. Everyone disagrees on this. One person says they do.
Hot topic.
So it says, why don't women have a natural instinct to clean their babies with their mouths? They do.
They do. They want
he
to
has
pop
a
them right in
picture
there.
What?
of a woman licking her baby
That's
in the nude.
that's pretty good evidence.
I don't even know if we can put this on YouTube.
You can't. There's no boob. You don't see the front of a boob. You just see a woman licking a baby.
You see a lot of a boob. You just don't see a nipple.
That's allowed.
All
You're
right,
allowed
fair
to do
enough.
that.
All right. Well, that's from Badass Mother Birther.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Well,
can't
she
think of
would
a better
know.
source for that.
She says mammals are known to lick and clean their young immediately upon birth. This is done for a few reasons: to remove the scent of birth, to ward off predators, to consume all the nutrients of the afterbirth, to begin socializing of the newborn, to ingest any bacteria that can signal mommy's breast milk to pass on antibodies to baby through her breast milk,
Scientifically, I
To
have no
bond
qualms
with
about
baby?
this. To bond with baby.
to stimulate the baby
To bond with
transition
baby.
to life outside the womb. I always am worried like that 50% of Quora answers are a fetish. And
Oh
what
my
are you talking
God.
about? This is just a naked woman licking a baby. There's nothing fetish adjacent about it.
all right,
I
I'm gonna-
feel ashamed as someone who's from Vermont that I didn't know this. This is so
Sure,
Vermont to be
yeah.
like, yes, we have the birth in the woods and then we wrap it in sticks and leaves and then we eat the placenta.
You can
Now-
actually eat the whole baby if you want.
if you're in Silicon Valley, you can bottle that shit up and sell it. Disrupt the baby placenta.
The baby market.
A cold glass of placenta. and
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's better than when it's hot.
Meet the CEOs drinking placenta water. One person says babies don't need cleaning. So
And then shows like a Blue Man Group style baby.
it is
Baby covered in chalk looking powder.
It is a very nasty looking baby.
It's gross they come out like that. Like, wear a suit. Act like you've been there before. There being life. Act like you've been alive.
Most people just say like because they have water now. We can just clean them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good reason. You really get the whole baby if you plunk it in there.
They don't even let you like hold on to the baby that quickly, right? They're grabbing that
At the
baby.
hospitals, yeah. But see, the thing is, modern science has forgotten our roots, Jeremy, and so they don't know to bond with baby by you lick the baby. They don't know to clean its biome with your tongue and ingest its healthy nutrients. And then some people are mad, like this one
Yes.
just says clean them with their mouths. That's a good point, honestly. That's probably the first thing I thought.
That's the whole answer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty much. The rest is like, don't use a mouth.
I'd be the one in the room just getting caught licking I would be like with it and like no nurses are around and then I'd be like meh. And then the second a nurse would walk in and be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, licking the baby. I saw it on Quora.
It's definitely happened at a hospital already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't prove it.
Just make sure it's your baby.
Okay.
Don't lick someone else's baby.
Okay, what's this one?
Okay, this guy says for the exact same reason, ... and then has a list of other things. He says,
One.
You don't smell your poop once you're done with your shit. You don't
Two.
clean your genitals with tongue using saliva as soap.
Because I can't.
I certainly can't. We've all tried. You don't smell the ass of your partner before having sex. I'm sure that's happened before.
I think that's just
Wait,
because
is
it's
he
a thing
saying these are
dogs
things
do.
that people don't do?
yeah.
People
These are all
don't do these things.
people do so far.
Some people do these things.
You don't go around and mark your territory by lifting your one leg up and spraying pheromone all over the poles.
Yeah, this is a very dog-coded question. Really coming at the dog community who has done nothing wrong and is in fact a good boy.
His tongue is way cleaner than yours.
That's true. Okay.
All right, well, I'm not
Well,
gonna read that guy's
I
answers
simply don't
anymore.
want to hear any more about this actually now, and I'm disgusted, and I regret bringing it up. Waffles has settled into the pelican case.
You don't smell your own poop after. What are you talking about?
I mean, you kind of have to smell your poop because it's like in the air and
you
stuff.
have to.
You don't have a choice.
Of course you do. Make sure it's healthy.
You have no choice.
Oh, this is a new space I found.
Oh, okay.
Or one of us found.
Is this Space of the Week? Are we doing Space of the Week or are we
Sure.
just going to do the...
This is part of the same thing, but it is kind of Space of the Week.
Oh, we need a Space of the Week song.
We do need a
wonder what
Space
it
of the
will
Week
be.
song. Just hit any
Space
of
of
them.
the week.
Space of the
Space of the
Week.
That is.
Hey, it's
kinda
the Twilight
space-like.
Zone and the Space of the Week.
This is Quoras' famous space. Ask a blind guy. And I guess that's a place where you can ask questions to a blind guy.
Honestly, like, of the communities we've discovered, probably one of the ones I more would use.
Yeah, if you ever had a question for a blind guy, specifically this one, and there's a photo of him.
More than the one that's just all people addicted to crack, bragging.
Yeah.
More than the gun one. I would ask a blind guy.
Cool. So this person asked a blind guy, if a person is actually blind, like they can't see anything at all, can he go to the doctor and ask to be put to sleep permanently? So basically, it's just asking, can I be killed?
I would say, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
No one's stopping you from asking a doctor.
Hey, that's all you, Hoss.
Are you allowed to ask the doctor to kill you if you're blind? Yeah, you are. He'll say no.
He'll say no because legally, I think in Canada they were just talking about passing a law where you can kill old people, but I don't think you could
They're
do that here.
so ahead of us
Yeah,
in
there's
Canada.
countries where you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so progressive.
Honestly,
there.
sometimes I'm just like done being alive when I'm that old, and so like, yeah, it freaking takes me
Sure.
out already. But
We've talked about this. How my grandma yearns for death.
yes, we've talked about your grandma and how she craves the grave.
Every time I see her, she's like, it's so annoying.
Not this again.
For real.
I feel like I would get along with her really well.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
little too well.
She's actually huge with Gen Z.
Which we all are.
Yes, sheesh. So if a person is actually blind, can he go to the doctor and ask to be put to sleep? A blind person says,
Yeah. Well, first of all, I assume most blind people do not want to die.
sure.
This person says, my husband became blind at the age of 12. Okay, so we don't care about you, Diane, because this is not ask a wife of a blind person. This is ask a blind guy.
Did you use your two eyes to type this? Then no, I don't want to hear from you.
Anyway,
It's
he
not
just,
the space is.
She posted a bunch of photos of him, basically, and was like, he's had a great life. And he's like, here's a picture of him with a dog.
She honestly could have picked better ones.
He has been to Paris.
Okay, the last one he looks like he's happy. The other ones he's just like, don't. Ah!
This is Diane's husband.
Yeah, he's rocking
He's in
it.
Paris.
Available on the YouTube.
Arc of.
That's a good dude.
Whatever the
I
fuck
don't know
it
why you
is.
didn't show me the baby licking picture.
Oh yeah, I mean I can bring it back if you want.
No,
It'll
I'll
be
find
on the
it-
YouTube.
I'll find it later.
We can't turn these around every time. Yeah, so I mean, not all of the blind people are having as much fun as him, though. He's really petting a dog in some of these.
He has like a
Why is every question dog themed today?
anyway, yeah. I was laughing that he has like a old like phone that you'd put in like a house like attached to his shirt as if it's a cell phone.
I think it's just an old picture.
Oh, maybe.
I think
don't know.
its phone is big because it is in the past.
I don't believe it.
Okay. Are there any other answers?
He was the head dispatcher at 911.
Huh.
And the back of his
Oh, wow.
T-shirt says, "My work number is 911."
Thank you for including your husband's funny T-shirt in this post. Now that we
She
know
put
we
it on
can't
him. He
kill
has
him.
no idea it's
Yeah. I buy him all kinds of funny shit. He doesn't know about it.
We got more pictures of blind guys.
They do very candid pictures. They really are the most natural in any photo.
Most of these are just people being like, "I know a blind person who doesn't want to die."
Yeah, stop
I
bragging.
know a blind person who doesn't want to die.
And again, the space
none
is
of them want to die.
the space is ask a blind guy. Are none of you actually blind?
I haven't found any actual answers from blind people as far as I know.
This space is washed. Sucks here.
I mean, there's a lot of steps to get there to be like, hey, do you want to be the
Right.
Ask a Blind Guy on Quora? I'll type it in for you.
That's true.
I can
I'd be like,
certify you to
no.
mod.
Would you also like to go to sleep forever? I like how this guy, he doesn't even say die. He's just like, take a forever nap.
Okay. Yeah, put to sleep permanently. Well, that's the kind way of saying it.
I guess.
Okay.
I want to look at some other.
Any
Ask
other
the
good questions on
Forever
here?
nap, very different from death, I think.
Do
think
the Sixth
so.
Sense one. I want to know if blind
Okay.
people have a
Do
Sixth
blind
Sense.
people have a sixth sense?
All right.
Someone says, "Oh, most blind people have more than 6 senses, but so do most sighted people because humans don't just have 5 senses." Shut the fuck up.
Shut
one
the
of those.
fuck up.
Jeffrey Wright, famous
Prove
actor.
it.
Oh God.
Prove it, Jeffrey.
Oh wait, Jeffrey Wright? Yeah, he's a famous actor.
Yeah, I mean, this person probably just has the same name as him,
I
but
don't know. He's got a lot of Quora points.
he is
He's pretty big on Quora. I think it could be the guy.
It's
I want
probably
to get
Jeffrey
big on
Wright.
Quora. New goal.
Another person asked, "Do blind people really have a 6th sense?" This seems to be the one question people have for blind people.
It's the one that you don't ask blind people directly to your face. Is like, are you?
What are some fun things for a
Daredevil.
blind person and their seeing eye dog to do together?
What?
Why are dogs all over this episode? I do not understand. I didn't
We
pick
know what they're
anything
doing
with a dog in
together.
it.
It's allowed. I'm trying to see what else. More dog questions. If Homer was blind, how did he manage to write 2 epics?
Okay, this is epic.
Now we're just
It's a little bit of an Odyssey
association.
joke. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah. Okay. Who cares?
All right, yeah. In response, who cares? And we're done with that. And up next, we haven't done this segment in a while because it's a bit divisive. And as we've said on the show before, we are not a political show, but this is the quiz course.
Yeah. These are our politics questions. These are very political.
They divide the electorate,
They pertain to politics.
but they also choose the hegemon. Let's get into the first one. It's
Okay.
kind of what we're all talking about today.
Yeah, this is a big issue. I think it's going to affect the 2024 election very much. Is it okay for a guy to get his belly button pierced?
I don't know.
You can ask, but the doctor will say no. So,
I think you have to be gay, not bi. Fully gay.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's like the kind of thing where gay guys can like do stolen valor to you if you have a belly button
Yeah.
piercing, and they can like dress you down in the streets.
right. They show you a nude woman, and if you're attracted to it,
Yeah.
they rip it out of your belly button.
Show me your phone. Show me the song saved to your iPhone.
This is your character, gay guy.
Yeah, dude, gay and stolen valor guy. I'd like to see 3 boyfriends you've had recently. What was your last deployment at a club? I would say that you can't, and it's illegal.
I think that's probably
piercing.
true.
I don't want a piercing in my belly button.
No one is making
You
you.
have to. You can't wear any cloth over it for a full year.
What?
That's
I know.
fucking
How do you
brutal.
do that?
I don't know. I asked my friend got one, and then I was like, "That's a lie." So I looked it up, and the internet was like, "Yeah, 1 full calendar year." It's like then you just have to have your button out full
Yeah.
24
That's fucked.
the whole year.
This is very problematic, but I think straight people are too fat to do that. And that is why there are no straight men with their belly buttons pierced. Next question.
this isn't part of our medical segment, Alex.
This is just a political belief I have, is that straight people fat as hell.
I think full dangly, just a long chandelier,
It's got a moon on the end.
a dream catcher.
I am interested to see what the internet thinks.
People are talking about how sad it is that men think that they shouldn't be allowed to get belly button
Sad.
pierced.
Yeah, a lot of like piercing shops have Quora accounts, and they're like, I love doing these, and no one lets me.
Yeah, that's from Siren Body Jewelry who said that. They say
Yeah.
we say thumbs up.
We're huge fans of the man navel piercing.
What a capitalist answer.
I see trying to make another buck. Siren Body Jewelry. Real funny.
Yeah, under communism, only girls will get belly buttons pierced.
It's an unfortunate rule, but we need it for the system to work.
Paige Warren says, our society has gendered everything we do, which is unfortunate. Navel piercings have been coded female, which is ridiculous. There's nothing inherently female about navel rings, and fighting this is brave and
empowering.
There will be people who will judge, particularly cisgender hetero men. If that's Alex, if you're willing,
I call them like I see them. They're too fat.
if you're willing to fight this, go for it. You'll be called gay and other sexist bullshit from women too. I think men with navel rings are attractive. I think having strength in your convictions is powerful and admirable. If you can, rock the piercing.
Okay, so you can't have you said you can't have a shirt over it for a year?
Yeah. And I feel like stuff would snag on it. I know it's not gendered to get like the lip piercings. I think those are foul. You could
Yeah.
be the most attractive man on the planet. If you have like something in your mouth pierced, I want you away from me forever.
It's bad enough that we have to keep sharp teeth in our mouths. I don't need additional obstacles on
Yeah.
top of that.
Ugh.
Yeah, in general, I think navel piercings, you got to go for the stud. You
Yeah.
want
Oh, for
safety
sure.
first, stud. You
Yeah.
want to be the stud with
But
the
that'll
stud.
still, I mean, think about the number of times, I don't know about you guys, but I get caught on doorknobs leaving the house twice
Sure.
a day.
Yes. With your earring or in general?
In general, usually like a sleeve or like a a bag strap.
You really do seem like someone who gets caught on a lot of doorknobs. That's very funny to me. No!
No one's ever said that to me before. You do seem like someone who gets caught on a lot of doorknobs.
Oh, here's a guy.
Yeah, this is a guy who has a belly button ring.
I got to save this picture. This is going to be impossible to find again.
And a
Let me in there.
he's got a big marijuana leaf tattoo around his belly button as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Hold on.
Just screenshot it.
Hold off the show. I'm screenshotting on another person's lap, which feels insane.
Oh, no.
I'm getting the shot. See, this guy is in great shape, and I still think his piercings looks unfortunate.
May I
It looks
see
like
it?
he has a wound in his belly.
Here, let me pass
I
it around.
suppose Carmen can see this one.
Yes.
He has a big he has a tattoo of a
Okay.
pineapple for our audio
Is that what it is?
listeners.
Pineapple? I thought it was a weed thing.
Unclear. It seems
Um,
to be the phases of the moon as well.
Okay, it just is in the shape of a pineapple because
Could be
it's a weed
permanent
leaf behind
swinger.
Is there an owl in there?
a weed leaf behind talismanic symbols, and in the middle there is a piercing.
Some sort of egg, but not quite an egg.
It's a
I
whole
don't like that
tapestry.
I can't tell what's going on. But it all fits together. If it was just the piercing, honestly, I would like it less than if it had some sort of confusing tattoo that looks like 10 cover-ups on top of each other.
I don't like that he's trying to convince me to spend so much time down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think we can all agree it's
staring at
art.
it for 45 minutes.
It seems like his plan is how do I get their head halfway to
It's
my
a
dick?
very big piercing. That's what it is. It's like fucking.
Yeah, it's like a foot tall. It's really big. But anyway, he's in great shape, and it still looks like
he's
kind of unfortunate.
responding to the person we wrote. See, also, he's just to be clear, he's doing he's like a goofy looking guy with like a goatee, but he's doing like a Justin Bieber style, holding his shirt up pose and looking to the camera with squinted eyes. But he says, "Helpful. Sounds cool to hear someone believe that men piercing their belly button is attractive."
Stop trying to date siren body jewelry on Quoras.
I think it's
They're not
biased.
going to date you. They're trying to sell body jewelry.
Yeah, so he's bragging about it.
Wow. Well, if Republicans can't pivot on this, I don't know how they're going to do. Let's go to the next
I
one.
forgot that we're in
The quiz course. I didn't know where to put it.
No,
I
this is
didn't know
fine.
where to put it.
Well, this one is
It's
definitely-
almost medical.
Let's leave the belly button piercing aside and go into a more political segment. This
Please.
is, which ear does a straight guy get pierced? Just answer the question. No long stories.
See, that is the addendum is why I included this because the whole website is long stories.
Yes.
And I will say the number.
Once upon a time, I had.
The first answer is 400 words.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one could do it.
Not one person answered.
A few people said a short one. One guy said whichever ear he wants to. Which
Wait. Go to the top
I
answer
thought
again.
it was I thought there was, I don't know, back in the day.
There's
We've-
gay and
there
gang.
was-
we've talked about this many times.
It comes up every week for some reason. Just like having sex with dogs. Which ear is the gang affiliated ear?
Right.
But
if you have a earring on your left ear, you have sex with dogs. If you have it on your right ear, you have sex with cats.
I hate that rule. I just want to read the first two
Please.
sentences of this answer.
Let's read the whole thing.
So the question, which ear does a straight guy get pierced? Just the question, no long stories. The first answer is the one that's less gay. When I was 14, I was riding my push bike in Greece with my cousins. We were riding down steep hills and getting some real speed and were shot down from the convenience store towards his house. One particular time I was going really fast and noticed a tractor coming around the bend, heading towards me up the road. Now in Greece on the islands, the roads are very skinny and usually only allow one car at a time or two motorbikes easily. A tractor takes up heaps of space on these tiny roads. Generally, I would pull over for a tractor, but today I wanted to defy death.
Say that this is the answer to no long stories.
Well, he's having a laugh, but I do want to see how this ends. I sped up. My trajectory was off. I landed in a ditch and hit my head. I passed out for 16 hours.
Whoa.
When I woke, I was in new clothes in a stranger's house and nursing a huge headache. Moral of the story is, don't tell the internet not to give you long stories.
Oh, there you go.
My goodness.
Oh,
That
man,
was
I walked
not
right into that.
long enough.
Then
I
he
wanted
says,
more. I
also,
wanted
if you're concerned which ear is the ear straight guys pierce, it's
the left one. It's the left ear. Then you're
straight
gang-
is left?
Straight is left. Gay, and also you're in a gang. That means as well. You're like a member of the
You're
Bloods.
part of the gay gang that beats up bisexual people who have navel rings.
No, that's the right ear. Were you not reading the post?
Oh, okay.
Straight gang left ear, gay gang right ear.
Okay. You're in a gang if you have an earring, though, or you're like a pirate.
Why are you bedazzling your head like that? You must be in a gang. You're trying to get attention because of all the crimes you commit. Left or right or
I
both.
love that it's either you're in a gang or gay.
The two sexualities.
Life presents you choices. Okay. I think the rest of these are washed.
Yeah, I'm trying to find if there's any funny ones. This is the opinion of a nearly middle-aged American woman. Neither. I find any accessory other than a wristwatch on a man a turnoff.
So this
Thanks,
woman's
Ellen Naylor.
Surprise, surprise.
she's kind of the opposite of siren body jewelry in this way.
She says, don't get it.
As if she's going to be dating any of these people.
Well, she is the admin of Ellen Naylor's posts.
I would expect
own
no one
posts?
else to be the admin of Ellen Naylor's posts.
I'm going to try to apply for, can you like ask?
Yeah, maybe.
Ellen, let me mod.
I'm going to follow the
Can I
space.
ask Quora to be the admin for Eleanor Space?
Again,
Got two
I
followers.
hate that my name is attached to following Ellen Naylor's posts.
We could change it.
Okay,
We could find a
we'll
fake
change
name
it.
for you eventually. If you
Yeah,
want.
what should my fake name be?
Ooh, Tamzarian Ramblethorn.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar Mysterioso.
We'll figure this out.
Franklinville.
You wouldn't be mad at Edgar Mysterioso, would you?
All right, let's go to the romance segment.
All right, that's fair.
Now that we're done talking about sexuality, this is core romance.
This is our romance and dating questions. Carmen, as an expert in dating, romance, and the world of love, we have a few questions the internet found that will probably end up in fucking a dog, and we want to ask you them.
All the questions are, can I fuck my dog if we don't make eye contact during?
Those blue husky eyes.
If he looks back, is that cheating?
I like that you assume that you're pegging the dog.
No, I think the dog's pegging you.
The dog is certainly pegging you.
I'm a girl. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, I can't.
forgot for a minute.
I just think in general, like if you're gonna have sex with a dog, like asking a dog to bottom is such an ordeal. Like a dog might accidentally fall into your asshole, but there's no way you're gonna be like, "Come on, bro, just get used. Just push through the pain."
There's no way that's not the other way around, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it's definitely the other way around.
Okay, sorry.
That's for safety.
Okay.
Be safe.
This is an important question.
Anyway, that
about
wasn't the
dating.
question.
The question is, what would you do if your wife allows you to do polygamy?
Sheesh.
What would you do if your wife allows you to do polygamy?
Like she wants extra wives?
I
No, she
guess.
allows you to do polygamy. So you would ask, like, babe, I'm thinking about having other wives, and she'd be like, I allow
You
it.
can do a polygamy
allow it.
if you'd
Seems
like.
like she wants another wife.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe a little help around the house. Maybe
She allows
someone else
it.
to do the BJs, and she gets to fuck a woman on the side. I mean, not the worst.
We all agree you two definitely should have gotten married, and that she's definitely the one keeping you from having other wives, and not like yourself or your religion or whatever. Jeremy and I are both married men.
It's true.
Okay,
Whoa.
sorry, YouTube.
All those comments we get.
Sorry. But I think if I was allowed, I would probably not do it. Out
Sure.
of commitment. to
Sure.
Not,
It's a test.
I don't think I would do a good job, and it sounds hard.
That also
it's a lot of
does
work.
sound very difficult.
And
Yeah.
alternatively, you could embark on a Pokemon-style adventure, catch all of the kinds of
Sure.
wives, and then
Gotta
get
marry them all.
If you get like 2 wives, they're gonna hate each other. If you get 3 wives, there's gonna be competition. If you have 150 or more to see wives, they're all just living in a beautiful biome of your house.
That's Confucius who said that, right?
Yes.
It's a famous proverb.
To be a wife master is my destiny, Confucius.
Here's my riddle. If you have 2 wives, they will not get along. If you have 3 wives,
I hate
they
that
will be
part
sisters.
Conspire.
of Confucianism.
Yeah, how many wives would I want to have?
Sure.
How many husbands?
What's the max amount of wives before they take over? They unionize.
Ooh,
These
yeah.
wives are taking over. Their
They
wages are
realize.
too low.
Yeah, I would want at least 3. Yeah, you're right. 2 is
2 is
then
like, what
it's
are you even
just
doing?
verses.
Yeah.
3 you're like, we're all yeah. I'd take 3.
4 is a
wives.
lot. 3 is a good
Husbands-
number.
4 is a lot.
Husbands, I could do 2 and up. I think
Sure.
if they fought each other,
2
it'd be
husbands, I think, is
entertaining.
right. You want them
Yeah.
to fight each other.
Yeah,
You don't want 2 wives fighting each other. You want 3 wives.
3 is a lot.
Also,
like,
I feel like husbands get up to a lot of deadbeat activities, and then when you're like bored with one, you could go see what the other one's doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
since playing video games, where's the other one?
Yeah,
Playing
exactly.
video games
What?
with him.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Shit!
They've squatted up. My husbands.
Oh no!
My husbands are playing duos.
They gotta get out of the storm.
That could be a question we ask. How can I get my husbands
Just
to play duos
duos.
together in Fortnite or Apex Legends?
2 great games.
Okay, let's read some of these answers. What would you do if your wife allows you to do polygamy? And there's 69 answers.
Why does every question sounds like it was translated using?
That's just how the website
That's
is.
the
That's how it
language of
goes.
the. They have their
You're
own
not supposed
version
to
of
write
English.
it right.
How many do you when I want to wife with more than one?
For my wives, if I am allowed, how
They're all
many do I
written by
have?
Charlie from It's Always Sunny. Okay, so Fran Brockstein says, I had a client with 2 wives. His religion allowed him to have more than 1 wife if he could treat them equally and keep them both happy.
Ooh, King Solomon situation.
Both women were mad at him, and his children from his first marriage hated the second wife and the new children. So in summary, he mad.
He mad.
Oh, and then
Oh, okay. It's hidden behind chords. It's not he mad. It's a Quora plus answer, meaning we cannot read all of it, as we have
Somebody-
not paid money to
someone
find out.
DM'd me recently and said, like, how much money do I need to send you to just buy Quora Plus? And I think the answer is we don't want it, right?
We make it a very high
We're a
Patreon goal is what
podcast
we
of
do.
the people.
We start cashing in. If we get to like $100,000 a month, we will get Quora Plus.
Yeah,
And you gotta
agree with that.
gotta tell 10 friends about the podcast before we're reading the Quora Plus. He mad.
He mad.
In short,
Thanks,
he
Fran.
mad.
Self-employed mediator. She's
She's so
Texas
cool.
family attorney and mediator for 30 years. She got her JD in law from South Texas College of Law.
that
She
a,
lives
like-
in Marble Falls. Sorry, what's that?
You always want to say like their house.
I
It's
think
crazy.
it's so funny that I can click on this woman's name, see a photo of her, and tell you the small town she lives in. Like, what's the population of Marble Falls?
Hey, ask on Quora.
I want to
See what comes up. Marble Falls.
Marlborough Falls.
Marble Falls has a population of 7,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you'd be able to find her in an half hour.
If you look
Yeah.
up mediators, that's a short list.
If you
Yeah.
live in Texas and you go to Marble Falls and you yell out Fran Brockstein, good chance you can find her and tell her we read her fucking shitty Quora Plus answer.
But also that we encourage her services and we are promoting her on
Yeah,
the show.
that too. Fran, you're
This is an
killing it.
advertisement.
Fran has paid us a lot of money
Okay.
to mention her name.
More than one wife, no thanks. One is plenty. Oh,
Boom.
no thanks.
Oh, this guy says, you know
I
what the
regret the
penalty?
decisions I've made.
This guy says, you know what the penalty for bigamy is? 2 wives. Then he goes, sorry, had to.
Oh, you were wide open.
He's
You were wide
sorry.
open.
He had to.
He posted a face-tuned photo of his wife.
This is a hot version of my wife.
Am I wrong? It looks airbrushed.
Yeah, no, it does look good. There's a filter on that. There's no way she's that beautiful.
It says she has the libido of a feral rabbit.
Jesus
A
Christ.
feral rabbit who just got sprung from prison.
We get it.
You're mixing your
No,
metaphors
more.
here.
Your wife craves
What?
your
It
seed.
It wasn't a feral rabbit. He was like, what else?
What was the rabbit arrested for? What did he
Fucking.
do?
It was arrested for fucking. That's
How
the
are
sad
you,
thing.
How are you feral if you have to live by the laws of
For
society?
rabbits, it is illegal for cheating. So she went to jail.
She just finished re-walling and tiling the bathroom.
Oh, that's cool.
Why is that on there?
I like that this guy goes on Quora to escape his wife and her unbelievable sexual urges.
And like all the landscaping she's done, she redid the walls and ceiling. He's like, oh boy, I would never want to have 2 wives. Also, my wife is amazing and does literally everything.
I love my wife.
I love my wife so much.
She's the hole in my heart, and she fills me.
Wait a minute, this is by Chance the Rapper? Okay, that's a joke
Okay.
for nobody.
I don't even know how to put it in
Of all the
there.
celebrities, though, I could picture Chance answering Quora questions.
Absolutely,
in his free time.
absolutely.
I would say one wife is enough.
All right, let's read this next
Does
question.
he still do that? He's probably done doing that.
I have no idea.
He's moved on. What segment is this?
This is still core romance.
Okay, good. Nice, just as I intended.
Okay, I think I found this one online. Does this mean it's over? My girlfriend stopped replying to me in text when I told her in person I don't accept her 6-year-old daughter. I just want her and only her. Her final text was, quote, goodbye. Should I go to her house?
Should I go to her house?
Should I go to her house?
I do. I am very into reviewing a 6-year-old daughter and thinking, rejected. Not interested in this part of it.
Just not for me.
Was mostly trying to have sex with her mom. This part where I have to send a child to school sucks.
I love also just like cutting out the insane daughter part. Does this mean it's over? My girlfriend said goodbye.
Should I go to her house? What's that movie where they hold the radio up outside the house? It works there.
Say anything.
It works in Say Anything.
Yeah.
So I think you wouldn't know until you tried. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but you
What
could.
song would you play to reveal that you want her back, but you still don't accept her daughter?
What song is about hating kids?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Another Confucius riddle.
He's not wrong, but he's definitely not right.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting
You
question.
ain't wrong for this one.
Should he go to the house? Maybe find out, get closure.
It's not bad to ask for clarification. I once
Yeah.
got fired
Hey,
this way.
can you kill your kid, though? Just make sure she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that over text.
Send
No.
her somewhere else. She
her
sucks.
She's so annoying.
She never wants to watch good movies. Always dumb kid bullshit.
You got fired. You didn't know it.
Oh yeah, no, I had a very passive boss at a moving company once who was firing me by just not giving me shifts anymore. And so there was a few weeks where I was like, "When am I coming back?" And he just wouldn't answer me, and I had to go there and be like, "Am I fired and you're just not telling me?" And he was like, "Yes, that is the case."
You got ghosted.
It really hurt my feelings. And it made it worse that he was so sad to do it too. Like no eye contact, just like, "Yeah, we don't want you around anymore." And I was like, "No, I don't like that you're
Dog they
sad."
take out
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
I'm like the dog he had sex with and was done with petting afterwards.
Don't make this harder than it has to be, Alex. You get out of here.
Get out of here. This is over.
Go move boxes somewhere else.
You have to put your boxes in a box and take them out. Yeah. Fired. Is that how you got fired from a moving company?
It's very
It's like
sad.
a New
It's just
Yorker
empty
cartoon.
boxes.
They actually have their employees take my boxes out. I'm no longer allowed to touch them.
Anyway, every single answer here is just someone being like, "What? No, no."
I think this is a fake one. I don't think this is real.
Yeah.
No, it's almost certainly fake,
It's
but
too-
it's funny.
Too outrageous.
One person says probably not.
Her answer was goodbye. That's a good point.
She has chosen her daughter over you.
This is
That
a high
sucks.
critical literacy test. They should put this on the SATs.
I'm trying to see if anybody is like giving an answer other than like, "How dare you ask this question?"
You should not go to anyone's house.
Yeah, you should go to a mental counselor. That's probably just
Boo,
true.
boring. Go to
Anyway.
a house.
Boring. Okay.
Boring. We're done with that.
Okay, on to our next segment. Quartz.
Quartz. I'll help you with the sound. Just a little smiley face at the top. And then a song I wrote. Welcome to Quartz, the Quoras segment in regards to sports. Crack of the bat, slap of the puck, it's Quartz. All right, now turn it off before something bad happens. Okay. Carmen, you like to hit the ball?
I like the ball.
Okay, great.
I'm wearing a WNBA sweatshirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah, brother.
Boom.
Those ladies can dunk. Or can they? I have not seen it.
About 4 can.
In the picture on your shirt, they can. So that's what's important.
We don't know where
That could be a
hoop
layup.
is.
a layup.
That could be.
That's not true at all. If the hoodie extended past Karma's head, you'd find the hoop.
The top of the hood has a net on it.
Is my neck hole the hoop?
Oh, maybe.
Oh shit! This is a good
Whoa.
shirt.
Whoa.
420.
The people, the people at the WNBA really know what they're doing. All right, so this question, Waffles is now out of the Pelican case again.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah, this is a question that I
God.
think.
Oh
No, what happened?
No, he's
Waffles,
good.
do you want to
He's
answer
good.
this question for us? Waffles, I direct this question to you. Should girls skateboard?
Should girls skateboard?
Should
yes.
girls skateboard?
You're gonna
Why not?
Wouldn't interesting.
hurt your knees.
I'll allow it, I guess.
I love it. That really is the only answer.
But only if she's lesbian, not bi.
Oh, yeah, there you
A
go.
bunch of super questionable.
What's the
Somebody's
point?
going to take this out of context at some point if I ever get a job.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I hope they skim past the belly button question and go right to you to get mad at. So I would say, should girls skateboard if they want to?
I don't think that if they want to is part of it.
Oh,
The
so it's
question
just like
is,
a
should
moral.
they skateboard? I think it's like, should you eat vegetables with dinner? Yes.
This is part of being older, but I've just been watching anybody skateboarding and being like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get.
I'm against everyone skateboarding for sure.
They're flying through
Yeah.
the air at hard objects. It just
Yeah.
seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Like you go surf instead or something. At least it seems like gentler.
Surfing seems equally. Well, I guess maybe
Not
you're
if you're in those huge waves. If you're really having gnarly ones, then
shredding it.
yeah, then you can get total chowder.
You can get bowled over.
Yeah, you can-
rolled. You can get
You can hang
washed
10.
out.
You can hang 10 into your grave. But if you're just doing like normal size waves, I think it's
Sure,
a lot
that's
safer.
fair. That's
A
fair.
lot- like if you fall off a skateboard, I heard the story in middle school, which means it's 100% true, about this guy who fell off a skateboard grinding a rail and he busted his nuts open and then there
Okay.
was like blood and
So
semen everywhere.
that's not a story that
So
happened to
girls
someone you know.
only should skateboard then.
Yeah, that's for
That's
sure.
a great point.
There you go. There's no
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
Because there's no balls, it's safer.
That's just from that show, right?
What?
Fuck. What was the name of that show? It was on.
You're telling me somebody lied to me as a child?
I've first of all, everyone I know has heard the story of like I know someone who knows someone who tried to climb a fence.
This story
and
again.
then their balls got ripped open. But there's a fucking TV show.
Can you make a sound effect?
Oh no! That's pretty close. There was a show on like MTV or something. I can't think of what it's called. It was called like Wrecked or something. Everyone's gonna be commenting, yelling at me about this.
Yeah, MTV's Wrecked. It came on there. But
That's where that's from, I think, though. Where the guy every episode is just like, here's a guy who skateboarded and broke his ball sack.
I amend my answer to no, unless
Sure.
nobody should skateboard. But if you
Unless
are
you
going to skateboard,
do not have balls.
right? If you are going to skateboard, you
So
should be a
if
woman.
you're a woman, if you're a trans guy, or if you're just a eunuch, like in Game of Thrones.
yeah. If you're one of his little birds
Yeah.
sitting in the court,
Is there an Ask a Eunuch
There
section
should be.
on Quora?
how do you spell
I would
it? Is
love
it
that.
just
It's
UNIC?
EU, right?
All right, we'll look into this
UNICH?
later.
Oh, so anyway, all the
Please answer
questions
the
here.
skateboard
The
question.
answers here are mostly boring. As one person says no one should skateboard. One
No.
person says only if they want to. One person says absolutely hell to the yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please. More girls, black girls, white girls, Hispanic, Asian, etc.
Give me black girls.
This
I'm
is, of
online.
course, a white man who posted
Yes.
this question.
I think I think specific races of girls should skateboard and send me their videos.
Black, white, Hispanic, etc.
Wow. You could be blue, man.
Yeah.
Just get out there and board already. So goddamn horny right now.
Yeah, there
I do like to watch like the competitions with it's like 5-year-olds are better than 12-year-olds sometimes because they just have no fear or concept of what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to watch. They're so good.
5-year-old skateboarding.
Yeah, like
That's cool.
professionally because they qualify in the same bracket as the other, like up to like 16 or something. I've definitely seen like 6-year-old. They're like the 6-year-old's from Hawaii and has been skateboarding her whole life.
There's got to be a better way. Well, here he is against a
only
14-year-old.
6 years.
She has no bones and she's just doing flips.
You can take a dinger real good as a child. You can like get hit with a bat. Your body just like bends around injuries. And again, I am a doctor and I'm saying that. But to tie things back to the sea, I have noticed in terms of fear that I am more afraid of things that I never used to even think about. Like now, whenever I go underwater in the ocean, I'm like, what if there's a big fucking fish there or shark and it gets me? And I never thought about that before. But you can't see anything in the ocean. It could be anything down there. It could be a King Koopa situation.
Wait, what?
You know, where there's a king, there's a Bowser or some kind of large. That's a King Koopa situation.
All right, fair enough.
Is that not a King Koopa situation?
The Mario character?
Yeah, the Mario character.
Could be in the ocean?
Well, I think similar to him, a saltwater croc. That counts.
You're not wrong.
I was distracted because I was trying to find Ask a Eunuch, and I came back and I heard King Koopa situation, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I missed something, but it turns out maybe I didn't.
I regret ever saying it. Okay. What does Ask a Eunuch say?
There's nothing. I can't find anyone asking eunuch questions.
So
I
is he
looked
asking a
up
blind
just
guy?
eunuch, and the first question is Donald Trump a eunuch? Which I think
Why would Donald Trump
the answer
be a
is famously
eunuch?
no. He is in big trouble for having sex with somebody.
Yes. Not just in Little China.
Yeah.
This is
So-
a good show. Okay. We've totally answered the skateboard question.
Okay, that's all of our quartz.
That's all of our quartz. What
Let's
time are we
go-
at?
oh,
I feel like I could do a little more.
We're at 56.
Give me a little more, baby. Give me a
Okay,
little more.
this is our final segment, Forbidden Knowledge.
Here in Forbidden Knowledge, we ask the questions that are you're not supposed to know about them, and they're on Quora. Ah!
Spooky.
What?
What the hell?
Quora doesn't want you to know.
They're not-
What's up?
They're not always in the Forbidden Knowledge community.
Right. That
I
is a
wanted to say
community
that.
on Quora. Forbidden Knowledge, where people ask questions that you're not allowed to know, and then other people answer them, even though you're not allowed to know them.
I think one of the questions today is actually on Forbidden Knowledge. We'll see.
Maybe.
Okay, so the first one, I didn't know where to put
Okay.
this.
Can I break glass windows silently, and how do I
do that? It's just again just that famous Quora dialect.
I don't think you can.
I feel like this group was started by cops.
How do I commit crimes? And here I go. I'm doing them. Would you like to help me commit crimes? How do I break glass silently? I think there are tools for this. Have you seen Ninja Rocks?
Oh, yeah, where it's like a rock and it's a deep and then it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You just like hit it on a windshield and it explodes or whatever.
Oh.
I think it's like a hollow circle with a ball in it, and so you like hit it in, and then like the ball hits the ball and it breaks it.
silently.
Oh, it's quiet enough. I think it's as quiet as you're gonna get it. You can't do it silently.
That's what this guy says. He's like, if you want 0 decibels emanating when you break the glass, and the answer is no. He's like, your silence is sounds are.
I know so much about sounds.
No one cares. Fuck you.
Shut
dude.
up.
Mark Grabow, who studied at the Oregon State University.
That's what happens when
That is
you
legally
talk
not a
and
threat.
you
God,
answer
he's
questions
dead.
like
You
that.
didn't even use a silencer. You just
That's how I break your glass silently. And how do I do that? Well,
I don't think you can break glass silently. I don't think it's
yeah, me
possible.
neither. I don't think so. I don't
I
think you
think
can do
the
it.
answer is no.
And how do I do it? The answer is you can't do
You
it.
can't do it.
But you can break it normal and go out there and get it done.
just break it normal.
Well, also, what are you doing?
yeah, there'd be so many robberies and
Yeah.
if they're
Yeah,
do
sure.
that.
One guy says, get a good set of earplugs.
Ah, very clever.
guess.
Well, he treated it like a riddle.
This is again like if you could break glass silently, there would be a lot more robberies, and also physics would be different, and we'd live in a different world.
We've
How do
run
I get
out
to Carnegie Hall? By practicing. Dad, get off Quora.
So Quora has run out of answers that they've deemed appropriate for this question, but there are several answers that they've hidden under a section that says answers that need improvement.
Have we seen this before?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've seen answers that need improvement.
Every answer an answer that needs improvement.
These are the ones that didn't make the grade of most Quora
I don't
answers.
think these do need
Wow.
improvement. One
You
person
have to
says
be pretty bad to.
any law officer would be able to answer your question. One guy says heat it up with a torch and pour cold water on it.
On what?
But that's
The
loud
glass?
though,
That is pretty loud.
because then the glass breaks.
One guy says first tell me why you want to do it. That does need improvement.
That's okay. That doesn't answer the question.
One guy says put a thick blanket over the glass and step on it with rubber-soled boots. It's the first answer that even remotely is answering
Okay.
the question.
What about Jay Lamb? This is the kind of the riddle of it. He says break it in a vacuum. So if you broke glass in space, it would make sense.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thanks,
fucking
bud.
got him. Piece of shit, Jay.
Science.
All right, let's stalk this guy.
Come on. He's the only one who had a good answer for the question. You want to stalk him
I want to dox him.
and send our sickos to his house?
Yeah, if you're a sicko, go take down Jay Lamb.
The time has come to eat the lamb. I feel like my cats are fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Ignore that.
All right, let's do this next question.
This is the last question of the day.
This is from Austin Mullen. Sorry if we weren't supposed to say your name.
Unless
what
you
is-
wanted us to, and then you're welcome.
What is the most evil theorem in mathematics?
Great question.
I do like that question.
The
Yeah.
most evil. Some would say the atom bomb theorem.
I can't name a single theorem.
Sure, me neither.
So-
Pythagorean.
Oh, of course.
Fibonacci's
classic.
theorem.
Oh, wait.
That's a sequence.
Whatever.
Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, what other theorems are there?
Jeremy's theorem.
That's a good one.
You
It's
must-
very evil.
One must answer a Quora to receive a Quora.
It's a
Jeremy's
squared
theorem.
plus b squared equals death squared.
Come on.
So scary.
Get rid of that theorem. Get that one out of the books. I now know how those Texas Republicans who moderate all the textbooks feel when they're just like, I don't think there should be a death theorem in our kids' books. You gotta get
They're
that
not
one out
ready
of
for
there.
it.
Why are kids learning this? You ever under that? They don't need to know about the death theorem.
It's wokeness in
Yeah,
schools.
stop trying to wokeify my books
Critical death theory.
by teaching them powerful curses.
That's like the Harry Potter Republican.
I think muggles should stay where they are. Something I've always believed.
We should not have a defense against the dark arts. That is their right if they want to practice that.
Why isn't butterbeer alcoholic, man? The fuck is it for?
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
do want to mix it. What would you think would go the best with butterbeer?
Butterbeer?
Like what alcohol would you mix with
It
it?
sounds like it's just like a melted caramel, honestly. It sounds bad as shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds too sweet.
But does it have a kind of drug in it if it makes you feel that good?
Yes, magic. It's got magic
It's
in
got
it.
magic drugs in it.
Yeah.
That fucking book, all the answers are just it's magic to every question. It's no good to
They're bad books.
theorize about.
Before she was bad, the books were bad.
Yeah. Back when she was just bad and then in parentheses attractive.
She was so hot back then.
I'm lowering my glasses
Before
at
the
young J.K.
transphobia.
Rowling.
Joanne.
Oh. What you writing on that napkin, girl? You bad. You got a whole novel on there? You about to make it and make a lot of people mad.
Anyway, let's read this guy's answer for the most evil math theorem. This better
See,
not
and
suck.
this is I mean trigger warning to Carmen and all the listeners. Sometimes smart people find their way on Quora and then they fucking talk your ear off. And so if he starts talking about oh, you got to multiply that. It's like
It's
I
looking
don't
like it might be
wanna
like
talk
that.
about that. But yeah,
This guy's
okay.
gonna have a really technical answer, and
All right.
I'm gonna be upset about it.
He's
but
also a PhD of mathematics at the University of California.
Oh, he's been waiting his
Nathaniel.
whole life for this
oh
question.
yeah, he probably asked the question.
Let's see how far we get in.
He asked
Okay.
the question just so we can answer it.
Good question. I know some evil theorems.
Theorem. Oh yeah, I could answer that. Okay, he says the most evil math theorem I know is Kenneth's arrow impossibility theorem, which states that every social choice function cannot always have all of these properties. 1, it is fair. That is, it divides power equally. It is decisive. That is, it answers every question posed to it. It is linear. That is, its preferences never go in a loop. It is responsive. That is, it never defies a consensus. Or,
tiger.
in other words, any way to organize a society will at least sometimes be unfair, indecisive, illogical, perverse. I feel like this is being read to me by fucking Jeff Daniels in The Newsroom.
Oh, shit. Do you think
Rule
it's
by a
him?
monarch is responsive, linear, decisive, but unfair. Rule by consensus is responsive, logical, fair, but indecisive. I can't.
Majority rule is
I'm done with this
responsive.
one.
Oh, so
Who
this
cares?
is
He's
kind
just
of an
saying
evil theorem then.
His whole thing is like, what's the most evil math theorem? It's a little something called society. And we live in it, and it's not good.
Maybe the zombies aren't the problem. Maybe it's the people.
That's a great point, Carmen.
Yeah. This is the kind of answer that's just like when people are like, capitalism isn't good, but it's the best we got.
It kind of, well, I think it's actually a step beyond that into like a pro-monarchy answer of just
Yeah.
like, if you had just a wise king, none of this would be going on. Because they just tell it like it is.
It's so true.
I hate that theorem, the king's theorem. I would agree with Samuel Fieldman.
This guy's got an okay one. He says, Gödel's incompleteness theorem is the closest we have to an evil theorem. It says that we can never be completely sure that the math we're doing is correct. Which is like, I guess,
Oh, yeah.
it's evil if you're a mathematician.
Trigger warning for mathematicians. Oh, I hated how that came out. Trigger warning for them.
This guy Gödel was just like, I have a theorem. Math could be wrong. And all the mathematicians were like, oh my
Heck,
God.
get in the book.
Why even do it then? Why do any of it?
Math might not be real. Well, fuck.
Fuck me. Well, I guess fuck my pussy if the math is wrong.
Oh, I thought Samuel Friedman was going to end up, or Fieldman was going to end up being like a famous mathematician, but that's just another Quora user lower down.
Wait, no.
That's just
There's
this
gotta
guy.
be that's gotta be a popular last name or something.
No, I think that he's agreeing with him.
Maybe mathematicians are just all over Quora and it's just like
That's
a
very
hot
popular.
spot to hang
Very
out.
possible. I mean,
It's the most logical place.
My friend from college.
Get out of there.
but that's going to be so
Anyone
useful.
ever do that?
That's going to be great for when the other one doesn't
I
work.
think that
Tell us about your friend from college.
Oh, my friend from college DM'd me to say that her dad is a math teacher who's on Quora all the time. So that does check
Okay,
out.
so Quora is for math lovers.
Yeah.
And that is reflected in our very intelligent audience.
I'm trying to find any other. People have a lot of theories that they're saying are evil. I think the answer is really just that math is evil.
I hope all of the theorems are by other posters on the website. That kind of reminds me of Pussy Getter's philosophy.
And what is that one? What theorem is that?
Getting pussy gets pussy, bro.
All
And it's
these
on a
mathematicians just be
chalkboard.
like, it doesn't make sense.
It's evil. It is dark and bad.
Did you ever hear the story of the janitor who solved that?
Oh, yeah, I did
It
actually.
was just on an MIT chalkboard, the
Yeah.
pussy theorem. And some guy filled it out.
It's very popular in Boston, this story. Okay.
Anyway,
That's
one
enough.
guy says, one. Sorry, what are you looking for? That's enough.
That's enough.
That's
I just want to read
enough.
two more really quick. This one guy says there's nothing evil in mathematics, and then goes on. And another guy says all of it.
Yep.
So these people disagree. One person says nothing. One person says all of math is evil.
The two genders.
Yeah. All right, those are all our questions we have. What time are we at?
That was forbidden as
107.
shit,
Let's-
honestly.
Let's ask a Quora.
Waffles, don't hit any buttons. Okay. First of all, what did we say? We're gonna do something about polygamy.
We
I
had
feel
one
like.
before that was like, how can I get my two husbands to like squat up in video games together?
Oh yeah.
We can ask that unless we have a better
I
one.
feel like the answer is just like give them two TVs. My husbands won't
Give
play.
a husband a cookie.
Okay. My husbands won't play co-op together. Are there any games that would get them to talk? And then it does also imply like they're a step beyond not playing co-op games together and they are not speaking. Yeah. Okay. Write that up. You let me know what you end up doing. I'm gonna get plugs here from Carmen.
It Takes Two or Portal 2. That's what I suggest for those two husbands.
Portal 2.
As a gamer.
It's so rich in lore. In the
favorite game.
meantime, Carmen, thank you so much for coming on the show. Holy shit. Where can our audience find you at home and abroad?
Oh, they can find me on Instagram at Carmstagrams.
Carmstagrams.
That's about it. Yeah.
And she's got shows on there and stuff, and you can see her do stand up and all kinds of.
That's the best spot. Twitter's dead, right?
Twitter's dead. I have never made a post on Instagram, and the anxiety I get thinking starting from scratch over there is all consuming. I really don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to put a picture online.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I won't
I
use
like
it.
using my words.
What's wrong with words? What was the question you ended up doing?
My husbands won't play co-op video games together. What can I do to get them to squat up?
Okay, yeah, that'll be good.
Squat up. What?
It's squad up.
Oh, squad up.
That's the show. Thank you for listening, and as always, stay curious.
Oh, do we want to say that we have a Discord or anything?
Oh, and by the way, we made a Discord. Please join it. Go on Discord to Quorators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll post it in the descriptions.
All right. See you
Join the
fools later.
Discord. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.